Hey Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your general tarot reading for the month of November. I have a Gemini Sun, so this is my reading too. Because this is a general reading, it may not resonate with everyone in the Gemini collective. You can always check out your Moon and Rising sign videos. Sometimes they resonate better. I've already shuffled the deck and asked Spirit for insight, so let's get right to it. The first card I'm going to draw will talk about your present energy or situation. And we've drawn the Two of Swords. You're in the middle of a mental or emotional stalemate. The heart and mind may not be in agreement, leading to a feeling of being stuck. Avoidance or postponement of a decision might be prolonging the discomfort. Right now, the Two of Swords shows you're at a crossroads. A choice needs to be made, but you may be avoiding it because you don't yet see the full picture. This is the pause before action, and clarity will come once you allow yourself to face the truth. Okay. Now let's look at your challenge. We have the Three of Wands. You may have invested time, energy, or resources into something, but the payoff is taking longer than expected. The challenge is in staying patient and not losing motivation during the waiting period. This card in the challenge spot suggests the vision is there, but the movement toward it is slower, more complicated, or less certain than hoped. You're being asked to adjust expectations, look for alternate routes, and maintain faith in the bigger plan, even if progress feels stalled. Okay. Now we're going to look at the best you can hope for. Ooh, drawn the Ace of Cups. This signals that the most positive outcome available to you now centers around emotional renewal, deep connection, and opening your heart to give and receive love. The Ace of Cups suggests that the highest potential is to embrace vulnerability, allow your feelings to flow freely, and welcome new experiences of love, beauty, and emotional fulfillment into your life. Okay, that sounds wonderful. Now let's look at your foundation. Another ace, the Ace of Pentacles. This card suggests that you've taken a grounded approach in the past, or that a recent material win is what's driving your current situation. You're building on something practical and promising, even if it's still in seed form. Your current path is likely rooted in tangible goals, success, comfort, or long-term growth. It can reflect a deep need for stability, or that your actions are driven by a desire to create a secure future. Good foundation. Let's look at your recent past. We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords often brings mental energy, quick thinking, and a drive to uncover the truth. In the past position, it points to a phase where you were thinking fast, researching, or challenging old ideas. You may have asked questions, sought out information, or begun a new line of thinking that set your current path in motion. It often reflects a mental spark, a time when ideas, curiosity, or even anxiety were high. That energy may have stirred things up and contributed to your current situation. Let's look at your near future. We have the Page of Wands. You're about to embark on something fresh, a project, creative pursuit, or adventurous phase. You could receive exciting news, an invitation, or a chance that sparks your motivation. Energy is shifting toward forward movement. There's a go for it vibe, impulsive but full of potential. This could also represent a person or a side of you who's bold, optimistic, maybe a bit reckless, but ready to explore new territory. All right. Now let's take a look at you. The Seven of Cups. You're facing a lot of possibilities, ideas, or desires, but it's hard to tell what's real, worthwhile, or right for you. Daydreams, fears, or imagined outcomes might be clouding your judgment. You could be idealizing something or avoiding reality. Emotionally, you might feel disconnected or uncertain, trying to figure out what truly matters. This suggests your inner state is murky. You may need to pause and clarify what you actually want versus what just looks exciting or comforting. All right. Now let's look at your environment. We have the Emperor. You're surrounded by strong boundaries or expectations. This could be an authority figure, boss, father type, or institution exerting control or offering support. Things around you are defined by rules, tradition, hierarchy, or an emphasis on logic over emotion. This energy might feel protective and grounding, or overbearing and restrictive, depending on your situation. In short, the world around you is shaped by order, rules, and power, whether you're resisting it or relying on it. Okay. Now let's look at your hopes and fears. We have the Three of Cups. You long for joy, support, and connection, to be seen, included, celebrated, or reunited with people who matter. At the same time, you might fear being left out, betrayed, or not truly belonging, especially in a social or emotional context. This could also reflect a fear of third-party interference in a relationship, romantic or otherwise. You want real connection and shared joy, but you fear false friends, exclusion, or that the celebration won't last. The question is, can you trust what's being offered, or are you projecting past hurts onto present possibilities? All right, now we've arrived at the outcome. We've drawn the Hermit. The final result of your current situation will be a period of soul-searching, withdrawal, or personal growth through contemplation. This is a journey of self-guided truth, not a flashy destination. This outcome points to realignment. Whatever situation you're in now, it's guiding you toward a place where you can move forward on your own terms, guided by your own inner compass, not external approval or distraction. Okay, time to go inside. And now we're going to look at the bottom of the deck. And the card at the bottom of the deck shows the energy quietly flowing beneath it all, the truth beneath the surface, and we have the Seven of Wands. There's a deep sense that you need to defend your position, beliefs, or progress, even if no one sees the pressure you're under. You might be feeling like you always have to stay on top, be vigilant, or protect what you've earned. Deep down, you're braced for resistance. You feel like you have something to protect or prove, and that instinct is shaping how you're approaching everything right now, even if you don't realize it. Now it's time for an oracle message from Spirit. I'll be using the Gaia Oracle deck. And we've drawn Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary. Life is always shifting between clarity and confusion, peace and chaos, but balance doesn't come from controlling the outside world. It starts within. You may want things to just be calm, but peace isn't something to wait for. It's something you create by accepting life as it is and finding stillness in your own heart. The Zen Garden reminds you that your inner sanctuary is always available. Breathe, center yourself. You are the peace you're searching for. There's an affirmation with this card, and that affirmation is, I accept and love the world as it is. I trust there is a higher order to everything. I find solace in the sanctuary of my heart. I am the peace I seek. I will post this affirmation in the description box below the video. Gemini, November is asking you to pause and look inward. You may feel stuck between choices, waiting on progress, or flooded with options. But beneath it all is a quiet strength. You've worked hard to get here. You're protecting your progress. A new emotional beginning is possible. Love, connection, and inspiration are all within reach, but it starts with clarity and peace inside yourself. The Hermit as your outcome shows that the path forward isn't about doing more, it's about knowing yourself more deeply. Let the noise fade. The right next step will come when you're aligned with your truth. If this reading hit home, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more people find these messages. And let me know in the comments how it's showing up in your life. If you want a personal reading, all the info's below. Also, check out my weekly oracle readings posted each Sunday for extra insight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.